How's everybody doing today? My name's James Smith. I'm with McLean's RV. I got a special guest with us today, EKKOnesters.
Well, thank you, James, for introducing us. I'm Jason. Typically, it's Jason and Michelle. We're the EKKOnesters. We actually have a 2022 Winnebago EKKO built on the Ford all-wheel drive transit chassis, which is like what you see right here. And one of the things that we had the opportunity to do, thanks to James and McLean, is be invited here to the Dallas RV Super Sales Show and actually share with the public our knowledge and information, not only based on what we know to be true living, well, I shouldn't say living, but having a lot of experiences, about 37,000 miles worth in a year and a half in our Transit EKKO, but also the 3-day Winnebago lifestyle shoot that Michelle and I were a part of on the Sprinter EKKO, which is new and actually very exciting. So James thought what we could do for y'all is kind of do a little walk around, a little review on them. So you want to start with the Transit, James?
Well, just a quick couple questions.
Yes.
So you own this.
Yes.
You guys love the lifestyle.
Yep.
And you've dug way into it. What are some key things that you like on this one, or do you think you may end up liking the Sprinter? What are your thoughts on it?
So that's a good question. And so I love them both, but I'll tell you what Michelle and I typically tend to enjoy. We like the tailgate package. The tailgate package is not available on the Sprinter. There's other additional storage. We'll kind of talk about that in a little bit. Typically, what I enjoy about the tailgate package is simply this right here, the cooler, freezer / refrigerator. Depending on what we're doing tailgating, I'll either have some beverages in there or I'll use it as secondary freezer. The rest of it is pretty much the same, obviously different than the length. I also love that both of these units have a very, very generous garage. We'll show you a little bit more detail on that later. It's full pass through the rear. However, the Sprinter is a little more generous in the size when we drift down that. So I think the tailgate package is more of what's got me leaning, but
you like being outdoors, and this seems more of, I'm gonna stay more outside, I'm gonna enjoy outside, where, you know, this has a jump seat and a little table inside.
Right, yeah.
The Sprinter does, though, have that nice big dinette.
You're
that
correct.
you could do so many different things.
Yes.
So
a lot more room for activities.
That is true, but Texas does get a lot of bad weather. So maybe that one would be good for that person that wants that little bit more upscale, because it's got a little nicer cushions, a little bit bigger just seating to be able to sit around, but it turns into a bed.
Yes.
So you could turn that into a bed, get some extra sleeping
That is
for
true.
the people that want extra sleeping.
Yes.
And let's not forget, you can still do a Luno bed.
Yes.
Both of them do have the option of the pop top.
Yes, that's correct
so,
too.
I mean, you could probably sleep like 6 or 7 people, but it's just you and Michelle, right?
Yeah, so in this unit, it would be me and Michelle, and with the Luno bed, that's a great conversation to have. That would add an extra person. So let's say it was you, a buddy, and another buddy, you, your wife, and a child. With the pop top, you're right. Actually, you will comfortably sleep 4 in the Winnebago Transit EKKO. I do like where you kind of talked or segued into the dinette area. One of the things Michelle and I enjoy, but this is be like 2 to 4 people max. We'll swivel the seats, we'll sit at the dinette area, we'll play some cards, we'll play some dice, we'll have some fun, enjoy a meal with some friends. However, you are limited on the space in there. What James pointed out, which is actually very beneficial on the on the Sprinter EKKO, is if we drift over here, just to complement that conversation, we've been playing with the seating configuration quite a bit. I'm just gonna fix one of the cushions. But not only could you set 2 adults comfortably here, Michelle and I were sitting here comfortably the other day. The table swivels, pivots, is removable. And as James said, if you drop the table platform down, you're going to get roughly 32 by 78 inch here. So in the event that you did have someone that wanted to camp over, stay over, you have the front with the Luno bed, you have this area, and then you have, let's say, the 2 platforms here, which we'll call the twin bed system, that converts into, I almost want to say, an oversized queen.
That bed was actually a lot bigger. Did you notice that when you were out there? I mean, was it noticeably different when you were using it in the videos? That's awesome.
Yeah, it's about 4 more inches in length, if I remember correctly. So if you're well over 6 foot, you're going to be in there comfortably. One of the folks that works with the team here, he's about 6'5", and he laid back there pretty comfortably. And he's about 240, from what he told me. He looked like it. He was a good-sized young man. So yeah, the dinette area is definitely key to that. The other thing that you'll notice real quick where James is at, in preparing meals, there's no longer the LP generated cooktop. Typically it's here in the, the Transit. The sink is over here. They now use an induction, which you could take outside because there's 110 plug-ins outside on both units. So stepping back out here, let's say you had a little table, you want to do some outdoor cooking. Both come, I guess you could delete it, the Carefree awning. About 13-foot deployment, if I'm remembering, plus minus. So that's a plus if you're enjoying some time, whether it's in the sun or a little bit of rain, light rain.
And is all-wheel drive that much taller? It looks like it's lifted.
Well, James, it is.
I thought so.
Well, James, it is. So I don't want to get too technical here. I was told to not do that. No, but it's so hard. So basically, if you are comparing the two, the Transit all-wheel drive system works off of the Ford Transit system is an intelligent all-wheel drive system. You've got the Mercedes version of it here. However, you're already going to notice a big difference in the clearance between the tire and the fender well. The other thing is at the front, 10.25 inches clearance, 8.5 at the rear pumpkin. So very generous right out of the factory, which is a big plus, especially if you want to get into some OHV.
And I noticed in the Winnebago video, you played
we got out there and had some fun. For
bit.
3 days, we pushed this to the limits. And in ours, which we call Bad Betty, we push to the limits too in our video. So they both are very, very capable vehicles.
Now yours has a lift.
Yeah, actually we have a 2-inch lift, correct.
Okay.
And we updated our tires to a 225/75/16,
okay,
which is a zero mod tire on this. No spacers required, no lift. But what's really cool, they already went with the all-terrain tire right here. It's a Hankook right here. It's a Dyna Pro. It's already been updated, upgraded. So again, just kind of thinking if you want to just get out there immediately, not have to make any modifications, you're dialed right here. You're going to get into a lot of good opportunity.
And I know our shop's done a little bit of work on it. I haven't had the opportunity to do a job like yours because I know you have the Caltoon front bumper,
yep,
you got the winch on it, you got the Van Compass lift, yes, you got the tires, you have all that fun stuff. And I urge you, please go take a look at his YouTube video. We'll post it up right above me, EKKOnesters.
The show.
The show is closed for today, but we're still going to keep going because I'm really enjoying this. Now, the storage,
yes,
I notice is a little bit bigger in the Sprinter.
Yes, correct.
If you notice, you don't have as big of a gap over here.
Yes.
We were kind of showing earlier how much space is over here. I mean, you can already tell by
the generosity of the door.
Yeah, the door already kind of shows it, and it's
they both come with
massive.
the Molly.
I mean, you can fit a few bodies in here.
Yeah, I mean, like at some point when I'm done with James, this is kind of how we like to roll.
And now
so we're going to go ahead and continue the video down here, y'all. And he's going to get out another door. That's right. There is a pass-through door all the way through. He's probably already planned his escape route. Plus the rear exit. The nice thing is if we did leave James back there, minus some issues with circulation and air, it is heated. You got your 110. You might be able to call for help.
Yeah, call for help. But if I want to just sit down and eat and get out of the weather, no.
Oh, you could and kick the door up. Actually, that's genius, James.
Yeah, you put your feet out here, hang out. You just kind of do that.
I love it.
That's if you don't get the bat wing.
Oh, we're done with him again. So we're just having some fun. One of the things that you'll notice too is you have 2 cylinders here, 2 20-pound LP cylinders. You've got plenty of fuel. You've also got a quick connect right here. We use our Trail Fire grill mostly here at the quick connect. One of the things I think we should probably point out with the EKKOs overall, both the Transit and the Sprinter, Winnebago does a 2-inch door here. It's IP66 rated. When you close this and it sucks in, direct spray of water and or solids, you are good to go. It is not meant to be submersed. This is not a submarine, folks. That'd be IP68. The other thing is,
I want to kind of point something out because you're seeing how thick and large this door is. I'm not going to tell you which brand it is, but this is how thick some of the competitors' doors are.
You guys are all
If you notice that, that's like barely the size of my thumb versus that one where you get a nice big grip out of it. So
yes,
the insulation on these are absolutely amazing. And
they really are.
You're
true
in Oregon,
season.
right?
Yes, Oregon. Yep.
It gets cold.
Yep. We go up to the mountains and we get extreme heat. So we've been up to 112 and -6 in ours. Comfortably. Wow. No kidding. The Truma AquaGo.
And Michelle doesn't like the cold.
No, she sure doesn't.
And she was happy in it,
yeah.
So that's good.
So the Truma EKKOGO right here that heats the water, it's basically, I like to call it tankless, is on both units. This thing is genius. Do your research. It's very high efficiency. It's also part of the Truma Vario system, which heats the unit. It's 3-stage. We can go over a lot more detail later on that, but I'm going to tell you it's probably the best heating system and water system that I like to say is on the market. If somebody's got something else to say, I'd say drop it in the comments. Let's learn.
Yeah, please let us know what you like. Contact me. I'm over at McLean's. We have a lot of specials going on. I have 5 more of these coming in. I have this one.
Wow.
That is sold.
Yes.
It's sold today, but I do still have a Ford Transit available. I can order you one. Let me know what colors you like, because you got boho, you got verdes, you got several different options.
Juniper's a new color, I was told today too.
Juniper.
So look that up, but I overheard juniper's a color. It's got something to do with teak influence.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's coming. Something's going on. I don't know for sure, but there was a rumor floating around.
I guess we're going to have to see what's going to happen.
The other thing to kind of pick up on the two is when you're thinking about the Mercedes, about every safety enhancement and feature that you can imagine on here, there is a lot of cameras going on out here that are taking care of a lot of things for you to kind of make your driving experience a little bit less managed, but more manageable. So again, we can go over a lot of that. If you will, the one thing we want to point out is the no tailgate package. But you pick up between this compartment and this compartment. What I love about this, if you're out there and more of a person that has some adventure gear, let's say you're mountain climbing or you're snowshoeing, you can keep all that gear out here, which is very nice. You don't have to bring it to the inside. And there's actually 64 cubic feet of outside storage. That is a lot, James. I mean, that's a lot.
I mean, you already locked me in. It
Yeah.
has to be a lot.
Yeah,
I'm
look at
not
that.
the smallest guy.
So we hope that was helpful. Again, that was what we call just kind of quick, brief overview. I would tell you to come see James and the team down here. Definitely come check out both units, see what speaks to you. We got about 24'6" on this one. We got about 23 on this one in our length. The nice thing about it is, if you're doing a lot of in-town stuff, you're exploring more city, you're going to boondock, you're going to be in any parking stop pretty much. This one gives you a little bit more length, but as you can see, there are definitely some things to consider that would maybe draw you there.
And I'll help you out with that. When you come in, you ask for me, just go ahead and give me a call, send me a message. I'll get with you. We'll figure out what one works better for you. Take a look at his page, EKKOnesters, and you will get so much information out of it, way more. And believe me, his energy is just absolutely
I've been told
enlightening. Yeah.
You know, I'd like to say something nice about you here, James. I know that's tough, but no.
Now, what
one
can
thing,
you possibly say?
as James just said there, is he likes to listen, ask a lot of questions, and find out what's going to fit your lifestyle. So I would highly invite you from the EKKOnesters to definitely talk to James and just basically share your story with James and what you want to do. And the thing I learned about James, if you don't have the answer, he'll go find it and he'll hunt anyone down to do it to make sure you get the appropriate answer. Rather than just cut stuff off the cuff and just make it up, you're very genuine about that. And I think the folks that I've referred you to in the past have really appreciated that. So thank you for letting us be a part of this.
Thanks a lot and have a good one.
Cheers, y'all.